Hey guys, it's your guy in the chair here, and look, week 14 is wrapped up. We are moving into week 15, getting closer and closer to the NFL playoffs. I was about to say fantasy football playoffs. We're already in those, so if you made your fantasy football playoffs, congratulations to you. I just want to, give myself a little praise. Out of 13 leagues, I made it in 8 of them. Pretty proud of that. Like I said, I do this fantasy football thing, guys. I'm very proud of myself for that. But we are getting closer and closer to the NFL playoffs itself, one of the best times of the year. And look, my overall record on the season is 126-83. I'm looking to build upon that. So without further ado, let's get into these picks. All right, so for our Thursday night game, we got the Seahawks versus the 49ers. And look, before I get started on, my analysis of this game, be sure to check the description of this video because there are timestamps where you can skip ahead and just go to whatever game you want to hear me talk about. I've been adding that for the last 2 weeks, but I forgot to, mention it. So in case you guys haven't noticed, yeah, just check the description in the video. There's timestamps there. You can skip ahead to whatever game you want to hear me talk about. But first and foremost, we're going to talk about the Seahawks and 49ers. And look, I didn't know his name last week, but I damn sure know his name now. Brock Purdy. That kid is pretty damn good, if I do say so myself. Look, here's the thing, though. It's a divisional game, and the Niners are on a 5-game win streak, and they're hot. They are hot as hell right now, and it's a short week. And honestly, this has all the poise or all the... I'm not necessarily sure what the word is, but it has all the energy, or it's leaning towards, me picking the Seahawks to upset them. Because like I said, the Niners are on a 5-game win streak. The Seahawks have been pretty shaky these past couple weeks. They're 3. I think in the last 5 weeks, they're 2-3. So yeah, they've been pretty shaky these last few weeks. They played pretty poorly against the Panthers on Sunday. And look, like I said, the Niners have just been completely hot. Everybody's on this Brock Purdy train. The Niners Super Bowl odds increased from like plus 1,150 to plus 750 or something like that. So a lot of people are jumping on this Niners train, and I think just from the trends that I've seen from primetime games, wherever all the money is for people that are betting on these games, where all the money is, that's essentially Vegas goes the opposite way. I'm pretty sure everybody's going to have the 49ers winning this game. The spread as of right now is 3. Now look, the Niners have the best defense in the league, like hands down, in my opinion. Like that is the best defense in the league. It's just absolutely suffocating to play against them. And like I said, this just has, for me personally, just with all the praise that Purdy's getting after the week, not that the kid's not good. Like I said, the kid's pretty damn good in my opinion, but I'm just saying, like, everybody's kind of praising the Niners and going crazy over them, so I think they're really just expecting them to stomp on the Seahawks like they did in the first game, and I think that's just not going to happen. I think, honestly, I'm not even going to lie to y'all, my friend put a bug in my ear that the Seahawks is probably going to win, and ever since he said that, I kind of just started to think about it and keep thinking about it, and now that I've sat with this for a pretty good amount, I think the Seahawks are probably going to get the upset, man. So with that being said, I got the Seahawks winning this one 23-20. All right, and this week we got 3 Saturday slated games. So with our first one on the list, we got the Colts versus the Vikings. And look, Vikings, like I told y'all, when Vegas wants to push an agenda, the agenda will be pushed. They tried to tell y'all, man, that spread was favoring the Lions for a reason. They had this feeling that the upset was happening. The upset did happen. But look, they're playing the Colts this week, and I promise you Justin Jefferson ain't going to put up a performance like he did last week and leave with an L. Not going to happen. Justin Jefferson is not letting that happen. Kirk Cousins even balled out to an extent. Well, not to an extent. He had like 400-some yards. No, Kirk Cousins balled out too. It's just the Lions went absolutely supernova last week and just balled. It was crazy. But look, they're playing the Colts this week. I'm not really afraid of the Colts. Who is, right? Look, the Colts, they're just going through the motions at this point. The Vikings definitely need a bounce back win here. It's pretty simple to me, so I got the Vikings winning this one 27-20. All right, so next up we got the Browns versus the Ravens. Look, Cleveland's favored by 3. I like those odds. Unless Anthony Brown is playing for quarterback for us, then I have no idea what the hell is going to happen. Look, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If Tyler Huntley plays, I think we should be in good standing. I think we will definitely go ahead and probably get this win, man. I mean, look, I'm expecting, like, Deshaun Watson has played like crap the last 2 weeks. For whatever reason, teams that I'm fans of, when people play like crap, they decide to play my teams and just go absolutely ballistic and just, have a good performance. So I'm expecting Deshaun Watson to have a complete 180 turnaround this week and actually start to play some better football just because it's the Ravens. Why wouldn't he, right? But with that being said, Marlon Humphrey, I'm wearing this jersey for a reason, because a lot of people try to put slander on this man's name, because last week he gave up some catches. Still hasn't given up a touchdown all year, so y'all can suck a dick. Anyway, Marlon Humphrey's a dog. It's plain and simple. But look, Marlon Humphrey and that defense is still going to be on a mission to make sure they shut Cleveland's shit down. And it's going to be a pretty ugly divisional game, man. It's going to be a battle. It's going to be the same as watching the Ravens and Steelers last week. It's going to be a very low-scoring, gritty battle. And honestly, as long as the Ravens can control the run game, which I do believe they can, because Cleveland's run defense is like, ranked 30th or something like that. So yeah, as long as the Ravens can control the run game and the defense handles their business, which I definitely think they will, as long as they can get pressure on Deshaun Watson, make him feel uncomfortable in that pocket. And like I said, Cleveland's favored by 3. We like those odds. I don't want to be favored. I like being underdogs. Ravens, we going to go in there and handle our business. So with that being said, I got the Ravens winning this one 20-17. All right, so for our last Saturday slated game, we have the Dolphins versus the Bills. And look, I understand that the Dolphins have a lot to prove in this game, man, because they want to bounce back and they want to, get some momentum going before they go into the playoffs. But look, the Bills honestly have a lot to prove this week, and it's because reporters questioning Josh Allen's offensive capabilities as far if they are Super Bowl caliber. If basically, to sum that up, a reporter questioned the fact if Josh Allen and that Bills offense is Super Bowl ready, and I think Josh Allen's going to come out this week and play against another offense. Well, he's playing against the defense, but these two offenses are trying to are being pitted against one another in the contest either way. But Josh Allen is coming out on a mission this week, man. Seriously, I think that boy is going to go absolutely insane against this Dolphins team. I do think the Dolphins they played competitive to an extent last week. It was really just Tua. Tua really just stunk it up or, decided to... Tua just stunk last week. It was plain and simple, and all the Tua Herbert comparisons should have never really been a dialogue to begin with. But hey, whatever. Y'all see the proof is in the pudding now. I guess y'all had to see that to believe it. But no, Justin Herbert's that guy. Don't ever put him and Tua in the same conversation again or in the same sentence again. But look. Like I said, the Bills have a lot to prove this week because people are questioning this offense's ability to be, to reach the Super Bowl. So I know Josh Allen's going to come out, and he's playing against one of the best offenses in the NFL still. Whether or not Tua sucks, that is still one of the best offenses. They still got Tyreek Hill, the Mighty Mouse, who can do absolutely whatever he wants on the field. In space, no space, either way, that boy fast as hell. Jalen Waddle, I know he's going to try to get more involved. This is going to be a pretty high-scoring affair, in my opinion. I think it's going to be a very good game, but at the end of the day, I got the Bills winning this one 30-27. It's a lot of 3-point games. I know it's crazy, but the first 3 predictions of mine. Well, no, not the first 3, but everything but the Colts and Vikings game. I've been saying people are gonna win by 3. I'm telling you, it's gonna be some close contests this week, guys. There's gonna be some really good football. There's incredible games this week. But yeah, I got the Bills winning this one 30-27. All right, and for our Sunday slated game, we got the Eagles versus the Bears. And look, Jalen Hurts is trying to take that MVP from Mahomes, man. For me personally, I'd still say Mahomes is my pick, but I mean, honestly, at this point, with the remaining Eagles schedule, Hurts is probably going to take that from the boy. Yeah, Hurts is probably going to end up winning that thing. Look, they're playing the Bears. The Bears always let Justin Fields down. Justin Fields is going to put a performance on, but at the end of the day, they're playing one of the best offenses in the NFL, one of the best defenses in the NFL, and at the end of the day, the Bears are the Bears. So yeah, this ain't going to be good for them boys, but I got the Eagles winning this one 33-21. All right, so next up, we got the Lions versus the Jets. Look, this is a very intriguing matchup here, man. This is one of the games I'm most looking forward to this week because you have the Lions, who Jamison Williams came back last week, got involved on a big touchdown play, and I know he's probably going to get more snaps going into this week, hopefully. I mean, I want to see more of him. But, I mean, look, the Lions have been hot, man. Dan Campbell, man, I'm proud of you. You're really doing the damn thing, man. He's got the Lions on a playoff hunt. They could possibly sneak into the NFC playoffs, man. They could really do it. And they're playing a Jets team who is very stingy on defense, man. These guys are very good on the defensive end. It's going to be a very interesting battle here. And you got Mike White, who's very good as well, man. I'm telling you. And Mike White can definitely dot this Lions defense up. Pretty difficult against the Bills defense, but the Lions defense, Mike White can dot them up. Kirk threw for 405 last week. So Mike White, I expect to probably throw for at least 300. Where I'm at with this game, though, see, here's the thing. A lot of people are saying the Lions have playoff implications now, and I don't know. For me personally, that's where I kind of steer away. I'm steering towards the Jets in this scenario because the Lions can make it. They've played very good football. They're gritty. They play competitive. They're a hard knocks team. They are the definition of hard knocks here. But the Jets are very good. The Jets are a really good mob, man. They just, they played the Bills last week and they beat them the first time. So that's why I said the Bills was going to do that. But I just think a lot of people are kind of they're kind of just overhyping the Lions right now, saying that they can make the playoffs and things like that. I think we should slow our roll on the playoff talk because I think, the Jets humble them this week personally. I think I got the Jets winning this one just because, when you start getting into playoff talk with the Lions, that's when they kind of start to, I don't know, they kind of start to like shake. They kind of start to tremble, kind of start to buckle up. Yeah, buckle their knees a little bit, and that's when the pressure gonna start getting to them. So I don't know, man. I think the Jets defense really makes Jared Goff, be humble this week. So with that being said, I definitely got the Jets winning this one, 26-20. All right, so next up we got the Steelers and Panthers. This is another team that a lot of people are saying have playoff implications, which honestly it's true because the division is ass, and the Bucs play the Bengals this week. So yeah, no, the Panthers definitely have a shot, but what I've been saying, as long as the Steelers got TJ Watt, they always got a shot. So, I'm not picking against them guys, man. Look, the Steelers probably going to get this win. The Panthers have been very impressive. Please don't take this as me hating on the Panthers. I think they've, played very well since Sam Darnold has taken over as the quarterback. DJ Moore, for whatever, still can't get involved that heavily, but it is what it is. I'm not really sure what the issue is there, but, whatever. But I'm going to be honest with you, man. Yeah, I'm going to pick the Steelers here because TJ Watt, he's a difference maker, man. As long as they got him on the field, they're gonna be able to make some plays happen. So, like I said, I'm gonna just stick with my what is it? I'm gonna stick with my phrase there. As long as the Steelers got TJ Watt, they got a shot. So with that being said, I got the Steelers winning this one 23-20. All right, so next up we got the Chiefs and Texans. Texans almost got us last week, man. Ooh, that was scary for you Cowboys fans, huh? Yeah, that was almost scary for me too. I don't know, because y'all almost lost me some damn money. I don't know. Y'all stop playing around like that. Don't be letting the Texans be playing competitive with y'all. But like I've been saying all year, the Texans do well. It hasn't happened for a very long time. It really hasn't happened for a while. In the beginning of the season, the Texans were playing competitive up until a certain point and then lost. And then they just started playing like shit after some weeks. Well, honestly, when they made the QB change, before that, even Davis Mills was kind of stinking it up. Then they made the QB change. Then they went back to Davis Mills because it only got worse. But they're playing the Chiefs. I mean, come on, man. Even now the spread is 14. So yes, I imagine the Texans might cover that. I have no idea, but because the Broncos definitely put up points against the Chiefs last week, but they got Mahomes. There's no way. There's just no way. Come on, man. It's Mahomes. It's the Chiefs. There's no way in hell, man. I got the Chiefs winning this one 34-23. All right, so next up we got the Falcons versus the Saints. And look, Desmond Ridder is set to make his debut on Sunday. And wow, I'm very optimistic to see what that's going to look like. And no, I'm not even going to fall into that little trap because there was a tweet that I read that said Mariota, there's a rumor he might be stepping away from the team. But he had a kid, so he just had a baby born. So that's probably the reason why that tweet came out. I'm not even going to entertain that. But look, I'm very optimistic to see what Desmond Ridder looks like. Do I think they're going to win? No, I think, the Saints have been established with their group for, the entirety of the season for the most part, and, except for when Jameis started in the beginning of the season, but they've been rocking with the same group here. The Saints are going to beat them. Desmond Ridder, he's going to make his debut. While there's no film on the kid, he could make some surprising plays. He could end up being a lot better than we are expecting. I just don't know what to expect from the kid. I do know, however, what I can expect from Andy Dalton, Chris Olave, and them boys on that other end. I think Chris Olave has a really big day. I think he gets at least 2 tuds. I know that's talking really big for me, but I really think Chris Olave has a crazy day on Sunday, man. So with that being said, I got the Saints winning this one 27-23. All right, so next up we got the Cowboys and Jags. Look, this definitely has upset potential because, one, the Jags just beat the Titans last week, and the Cowboys look like they have, they're becoming a shell of themselves and end up could possibly being a first-round exit. But who knows? You never know. Am I going to pick the Jags here, though? No, I'm going to ride with the Cowboys because, like I said, well, not like I said, but the Cowboys defense is the Cowboys defense, although, like I said, I think last week was kind of a wake-up call for the Cowboys. Like, they know that they can't necessarily play with their food. They know that they can't go in and just take teams lightly because that's who you're playing against. And honestly, they know this week that they're playing against a kid, Trevor Lawrence, who can beat them. He's more than capable of beating this team. I think the Cowboys come into this game a little more focused. I think last week they just got taken off guard, if I'm being real. Like, they played the Texans. I think they expected just to walk all over them, and that just wasn't the case. I think this week they take their opponent a lot more seriously, though, so that's why I got the Cowboys winning this one. So with that being said, I'm going to pick the Cowboys to win this one 27-20. All right, so next up we got the Cardinals and Broncos. Look, I'm not looking forward to this matchup. I do hope that Kyler Murray has a speedy recovery. I know he probably won't be back until late October next year, but prayers up to that young man. Feel better, get better, my friend. I don't care about this game. Who cares about this game? Dude, the Cardinals season has just been a complete train wreck. Nobody wants to ride with the Broncos anymore. Nobody wants to get on that damn ride. I'm pretty sure Russell Wilson's the only conductor on that stupid ass ride at this point. I think the team got off a while ago. It's just, I don't even know who to pick at this point because, like I said, Monday's game was ugly. Monday's game was just very ugly. Colt McCoy was getting strapped up, and the Broncos do have a good enough defense to be able to do the same things that the Patriots defense was doing to him on Monday. But the problem is the offense. Now, Russell Wilson was able to put up a bunch of points against the Chiefs on Sunday, but will I think that same pattern follows this week? No. I think for some reason he's going to get stunted and play like shit again. I don't know who to pick. I don't. Because, honestly, I'm going to pick the Cardinals, bro. I just don't. Look, the Broncos can prove me wrong, sure, whatever. But at this point, you're not really proving anything. You're beating the Cardinals with no Kyler Murray. I'm just going to pick the Cardinals for this one. Because, like I said, I just don't know. Like, Russell Wilson put up a decent amount of points last week. Will he build upon that performance? I have no idea. Like, I don't know what he'll look like during this week. And the Cardinals defense is bound to make turnovers. And I honestly think they just got embarrassed on Monday. And another thing about the Cardinals on Monday is they got taken by surprise with all the injuries that happened. Kyler Murray going out 3 plays into the game. They just was hit with so much shock and injury. Like I said, the season's just been a complete and total train wreck. They weren't prepared for anything like that to happen, and so they got completely mollywopped. But I think they with a week of preparation and able to actually get Colt McCoy ready to start and play this game this week, I think they will be prepared to beat the Broncos. So with that being said, I got the Cardinals winning this one 20-13. Yeah, I'm not sure how much points the Broncos put up, but yeah, that's the score. Let's ride. All right, so next up we got the Patriots versus the Raiders. This is a very interesting matchup. The Patriots are only favored by 1. And while the defense had an absolutely incredible showcase on Monday, and going into this game, they're going up against they went up against DeAndre Hopkins, but again, Kyler Murray went out 3 plays in, so we really didn't get to see the full potential of what DeAndre Hopkins could do against that Patriots defense. But this week, they're going against Devontae Adams and Derek Carr, and I'm kind of at a cross. Like I said, it's a lot of good football games this week, guys. I'm at a cross with this one too, because I don't know, man. This one's going to be close. This is a close call. The Patriots really didn't have to rely on the offense really on Monday because Colt McCoy and the Cardinals offense gave the Patriots so many chances to score. So it really wasn't a thing of like relying on the Patriots offense to win you the game. That really wasn't the case there. Here, you're going against Devontae Adams. Like, Devontae Adams is one of one. He's one of the best receivers in the game, clearly. He humbled Patrick Surtain weeks ago. I think Jack Jones is about to get humbled this week. Or John, I think it's Jack Jones or John. Hopefully, I think it's Jack Jones. It might be John Jones. Either way, the Jones cornerback on the Patriots, who's been very good all season. Like I said, I'm torn here, guys. I really don't know who to pick. This is a very even toss-up game for me personally. I'm personally gonna say I think the Raiders can win. Yes, either team can win this game, but I think I'm going to favor the Raiders because of the Devontae Adams factor, and I mean Josh Jacobs as well. But I'm going to pick it because they have Devontae Adams. I think that Devontae Adams really makes a big difference in this game. I think that, the Patriots defense had a fantastic showing last week, and I think the Raiders are just ready to... Wait, why am I picking the Raiders? Dude, I picked the Raiders last week and they lost. See, that's the thing. I picked the Raiders versus the Rams and I knew they would lose. But here's the thing. I feel like if I pick the Patriots, the Raiders are going to win. All right. So, I mean, if the Pats win, I'm not upset at all. So, screw it. I'm going to pick the Raiders. No, you know what? I'd rather the Raiders just go ahead and just prove me wrong at this point. I'm so torn. I don't know who to pick. It's not even crazy reasoning for me to pick one or the other. Actually, nah, because of what the Raiders showed in that Thursday night game. Although this is a Sunday game and it's not a primetime game, so the lights aren't shining brightly on them. No, I'm gonna pick the Raiders. I don't know why, but I'm gonna pick the Raiders. It's the Devontae. It's really the Devontae Adams factor. I think Devontae Adams is ready to have a crazy game on Sunday. So, yeah, I'm picking the Raiders. I'm picking the Raiders to go ahead and win this one, 23-17. All right, so next up we got the Titans versus the Chargers, and look, I know the Titans are gonna want to have a bounce back game this week and get a win against the Chargers. But with the offense that the Chargers have now, like now that Justin Herbert has his Keenan Allen and his Mike Williams back, and he's able to get Gerald Everett in space, get his boy Austin Eckler into the end zone, the Chargers are definitely going to be picking up some momentum here. I'm not picking against the Chargers, man. Y'all would think Chargers are my second team the way I root for these boys, man. But I got faith in 10. Justin Herbert is a monster. And honestly, the Titans' pass game is just pretty average, yo. Like, they don't really, like, it's okay. Tannehill's a good baller for the most part. But I mean, honestly, if you stop Derrick Henry, you really got a really good chance of beating these guys. That's really the key to beating the Titans. But it's like, I don't know, man. Like I said, when Justin Herbert has all his weapons at his disposal, he can do whatever the hell he wants on the field. So, like, I think he's unstoppable as long as he's got his guys being healthy. So, with that being said, I got the Chargers winning this one 28-24. All right, so next up we got the Bengals versus the Bucs. Why would I pick the Bucs? Tom. I mean, all right, you did play the number one defense on Sunday, so I mean, yeah, there's that. But the Bengals defense ain't no pushover either, bro. So you're going to be in hell again on Sunday, more than likely. It's just getting real bad for you, boss. Like, I don't know what to say at this point. It's really hard to watch Tom Brady like this. Like, I understand that at one point he was the most hated man in football, but now I think, the Tom Brady people that hated the Tom Brady, haters back then, they're enjoying what they're saying now. Me personally, I hate to watch a guy like this go through this, man. He's one of the best to ever play the game. He's the GOAT in my opinion, and it's just a pain to see this guy go through this. But that boy on the other end, Joe Burrow, he's nasty. It sucks for me to say that, bro, because this dude is because he's in the division, man. And as much as I can't stand the Bengals, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, that combination is too nice, too nasty. And with that being said, I got the Bengals winning this one 30-23. All right, and I'm not sure whose executive decision it was to put this game on the Sunday Night Football, but I need you to be fired. You need to be removed from your job because I don't understand who wants to watch this on a Sunday night. But unfortunately, we have the Giants versus the Commanders. Look, first of all, I think the Commanders are at home. Who wants to watch FedEx Field on NBC? Oh, Jesus. I don't understand who scheduled this game for a Sunday night, but look, we're stuck watching the Giants and Commanders, and like I said in my first, 2 weeks back, I had the Giants winning that first matchup, and then I thought the Commanders would win this one, but the Giants ended up fucking that up, and they tied, and then the Giants just had a piss poor performance last week. It's going to be the same thing. Well, it's not going to be the same. It's going to be a very hard-fought divisional game. Both teams are going to somebody's going to end up wanting to leave with a dub, but I got the Commanders winning this one because the Giants just look like they have run out of all types of gas. They gave all their energy to the beginning of their season, and now they're just falling off the rails at this point, and it's okay. You just got to build upon all this momentum. You got to build upon this energy in the offseason, figure out what you guys want to do with Saquon, Daniel Jones, etc., but with that being said, guys, I got the Commanders winning this one, 24? I say 24-20. It's going to be pretty ugly game for the most part, but yeah, I'd say the Commanders win this one 24-20. All right, and for our Monday night game, we got the Packers versus the Rams. And look, Baker Mayfield got his win. I knew at some point they was going to put him out there. I just knew honestly, it's crazy. Once they made the quarterback change to Baker Mayfield, I had a feeling the Rams were going to win that game on Thursday. Now you're going up against Aaron Rodgers. And look, while everybody is singing the praises of Baker Mayfield for whatever reason, I didn't give up on Baker, yada, yada, yada. He played the Raiders. Can we just give it a second, please? It's one game. Let's hold off a second. And the Raiders absolutely choked that game away, so I'm not even giving Baker all the praise for that. Let's see what he does this week. Now, the Packers stink too, but this is still Aaron Rodgers, and he can still dot up that Rams defense, and I'm picking the Packers here. Like, it'd be very shocking to me if the Rams came in here and Baker ended up beating them. Aaron Rodgers should honestly just sit down for the rest of the season if they lose this game. Let Jordan Love just play out the rest of this thing, even though he's talking about a trade request. If Aaron Rodgers ends up staying, which I don't blame him because I'm pretty sure that kid is ready to play some football at this point. He's tired of sitting behind this guy. I got the Packers winning this one though, man, because I'm not on the Baker train. You played the Raiders. The Raiders ain't that impressive. I do have the Raiders winning this week against the Patriots, but it's like I said, it's the Devontae Adams factor, solely the Devontae Adams factor. I don't have faith in the rest of these Raiders, but like I said, I got the Packers winning this one, man, because if Aaron Rodgers lets Baker Mayfield beat him, you just need to sit down for the rest of the season, bro. You just don't need to play. We don't need to watch you suffer anymore. Seriously, please. But with that being said, I do have the Packers winning this one 26 to I'm going to say the Raiders put up 23. I think it's going to be a pretty close scoring contest. So I say 26-23. I got a lot of 3-point games this week, man. It's crazy. But guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Those are my picks for week 15. What did you think about them? You can shit on them if you want. Let me know your picks. Let me know what your biggest upset of the week is, what your biggest blowout of the week is. Probably it's the Chiefs like anybody else, but we'll see because the Texans might be able to cover. But with all that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please be sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff and more. And I don't know what I was going to say there, but this is your guy in the chair. More content coming to you soon.